Was it Ann Taylor Talbot's Dollar Tree?
I can describe the, ma'am, I don't think you have to raise your hand in here, but after I finish with answering Councilman Evans' question,
Thank you so much. I
we'll
appreciate
get
that.
to you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. No, I didn't mean to keep it up. I think. No, I'm sorry about that.
The type of development of the retail is typically referred to as a lifestyle center.
Mm-hmm.
And I would refer you to the best example of that in Nashville would be the Hill Center Green Hills, a project that I happen to think very highly of.
As do I.
Pardon?
As do I.
That project was designed by RTKL, the same company that designed the Reston Town Center model, the same company that did the master plan for Maytown Center. So if you like the Hill Center Green Hills, this would be very similar in feel.
1,000 or whatever the norm is right now.
To the Hill Center Green Hills. And that's the type of development, that's the type of tenant we would anticipate having. Not big box like you'd have in a mall, like the Cool Springs Galleria, or even the Green Hills Mall, but rather the types of tenants that are located within the Hill Center Green Hills. Not the same tenants, but that type of use.
And could you describe for me of that classification of retailer, and I presume we're talking about things like Anthropology and the Elm Hill, that type of retailer, which I agree with you fits nicely into a lifestyle center. Is that what in your experience is the demographic that type of retailer is looking for? How many people within half a mile making, let's just say, 100?
Developer for the Green Hills Mall, and he's been involved with us along with many other professionals. The demographic of the Bells Bend area being 3.3 miles from the wealthiest neighborhood in Tennessee, which is your district, and some of the other wealthiest
Carter's is actually smaller.
Yeah, Belmead, Forest Hills, Oak Hill,
right.
Green Hills. These are all very wealthy districts. That would be the demographic that would draw. This particular development would bring corporate headquarters jobs, the same kind of jobs that drive the Cool Springs Galleria and the other space that makes up the 4.7 million square feet of new high-end retail that's been developed in Cool Springs. This development with 8 million square feet of space, about the same amount of square feet that Cool Springs, Brentwood has developed in the last 8 years, would have the same effect on the development of our retail, which is a small fraction of what Cool Springs has developed.
So
we're looking at 600,000 feet versus 4.7 million square feet.
So would it be fair to characterize your retail as being dependent on the demographic that populates my district, Carter's district, Sean's district, and Jason's district? Would that be fair?
Just like the Green Hills Mall, Cool Springs Mall, just like all the
sure.
retail.
And I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
So you're not building it dependent on the demographic that exists today and is accessible today to Bells Bend, i.e. without the bridges, correct?
Well, there's not a lot of demographic that is accessible. There's 125 families
correct.
On the 6,777 acres that make up Bells Bend.
So the development at the end of the day is really for West Nashville, just like Cool Springs was.
Well, it's for Nashville.
No, but
surrounding
you
areas,
need
and the goal is to make it unique, such that people that would normally shop in Cool Springs Galleria or Green Hills Mall or one of the other retail areas would be drawn to this particular retail because it's unique. Not like the developer did great disservice to the city doing the Church Street Center Mall, in that the retailers in that were all the same retailers that you can get in any shopping district USA.
Okay, so when these retailers come in, or if they're interested in your development, and there's only, let's say,